picking off a few medevacs, not necessarily worth it for how many Mutalisks he's losing. Now, he doesn't have a lot of units here to defend. He doesn't want to get hammered by these siege tanks just to kill these few Marines. The Zerg is really waiting for that Greater Spire, which is finished, so he can get his Broodlords going. And there they are. These Spine Crawlers are turning out to be really handy. Does he have enough time to get those Broodlords up? We don't know. We'll just have to wait. We'll have to wait that 34 seconds. We'll find out soon. Oh man, these Spine Crawlers are worth their money in gold, or minerals rather, as they defend gloriously, holding the Terran off just long enough to get these Broodlords up. Now, Jinro will be able to take out the gold base, but he's not going to kill these drones, and this push is not going to continue much longer. He's trying to do as much damage as he can at this point. But these slow Broodlords flap their arms and move their way over here. And is the fungal. There's the fungal. One more fungal, I would assume. There it is. And it's done. And Jinro's aggression does not end. He is doing marine drops up here as the slow Broodlord army begins to move forward and the Zerg regroups. Jinro will be doing more pressure. Now, he's going to pick off an Infestor here. Great move before he can get a fungal off. He might be able to take out this base. That's the beauty of 2-2 Marines, soon to be 3-3. Jinro beginning to get more ghosts as he needs some way to deal with his Broodlords. And wow, the Zerg pulling back all his Broodlords for one Marine drop. That is a huge misstep. He's got... Jinro is not prepared for Broodlords, and one Marine finishes the base! One Marine gets the last hit off that base. That is a huge hit. His economy, the Zerg wanted to get another base saturated. He needed the production on all of these. Especially at this late game point where he needs to be able to remax as quickly as possible. That was a big win for Jinro, pulling the whole army back, giving him more time to regroup, get Vikings and Ghosts, so he has an army more compatible to deal with an Infestor Broodlord composition. I'm really pumped for this game, man. They hand-picked these replays from the ladder. Jinro did not only play 16 ladder games, and this is my first game I'm casting. First out of the 16 replays. We got a lot more to go, guys. As we see, we got some more barracks being added on. He's probably going to put tech labs on those. He needs to get more ghost production. He did not opt for the Mobius reactor upgrade, which is pretty important if you're going to get enough energy for those snipes. And as we can see, LiquidJinro getting another base. Are these battle cruisers? Is that fusion core just for air upgrades? Oh man, only level 1 upgrades right now for his armory though. Looks like Jinro kind of skimping on his mech and air upgrades. I'd love to see him throw down that +1 attacks for air, or even, I mean, if he looks like he's going to actually get some battle cruisers, that's pretty cool too. Although, this corruptor count is reasonably high, so you got to be careful about that. Now we see the Zerg coming around here to the side. He's going to do some good damage to the production facilities, but is this going to give Jinro a chance to move out up here and cut off the army and get siege tanks in a good position to deny infestors? It might. We'll see. These Thors aren't going to be able to do too much, but they are starting to hammer out. If these Thors had more upgrades, they would do a lot, but because of the Broodlord armor and the Thor's multiple attacks, they aren't doing too much damage. But he doesn't want to engage with his Corruptors over this many Marines and Thors, so he's definitely feeling good. Dropping a mule to save this barracks, and is he going to do it? And there it is. We see the Zerg throwing up more spine crawlers. These were vital earlier. This is going to be really important for denying drops. Imagine if he had had one spine crawler here when this base was under attack by that dropship. This base would have survived if it had just a tiny bit of more defense. We see a Ling counterattack. We've got a planetary here, not going to be able to do that much damage, and another planetary morphing in. We'll see if he cancels and lifts. Jinro opting to let his planetary fortress fall without canceling, or lifting it up instead. We got a lot of other engagements going on here, taking out a lot of Broodlords. This angle is so good for the Terran. He's going to take out so many creep tumors, and these fungals are just holding off the Vikings. The fungals are not going to be able to actually lock down the Vikings and get the kills, which is really what you want to do with infestors. You want to get those chain fungals where you're just locking them down. Fungal, fungal, fungal. Then they blow up. These Marines are clumped up, but he's getting money EMPs off. Gotta be careful though, if you spend too much energy on EMPs, you're not gonna have enough for those snipes, those crucial snipes. And we have our 3-3 Marines, which are the fucking beast 3-3 Marines that just rip through everything, and you are ready to kill some Zerg when you have 3-3 Marines. As we can see, these flyer upgrades are at 2-1, not bad, but that armor, it scales so well against Marines and Thors. If you have that armor up higher and higher, especially against the Marines and Thors, as well against the Vikings, your Broodlord survivability will increase by quite a bit. This music isn't fitting at all. This is like so peaceful and calm. We got this amazing game going on. This sounds a little better. Let's get fucking pumped up for this. Got some good fungals going down on these Vikings, but the Vikings are still dealing the good damage to these Corruptors as well. And it looks like we traded a lot of Vikings for a lot of Corruptors, but the Vikings are higher range. Let's see what's going to happen. These siege tanks aren't sieged up, but they don't need to be because they don't want to be dealing that brutal splash damage. Zerg hates to have to retreat. Whenever Zerg retreats, it gives the Terran a huge opportunity to deal a lot of damage to Broodlords and a lot of damage to the slow infestors in the back. Good Baneling connects. Oh, but he doesn't go for it with those last few. He's just got this really heavy Viking army. We saw some more Lings coming in here. We could really see Zerg mop up, but it looks like he's investing more into these Broodlords as much as he can. Finally has enough Corruptors to deal with these Vikings now that the Marines are dead. Morphing more Broodlords right on top of him. That's pretty ballsy. We got a lot of snipes going down soon. I'd imagine soon we're gonna have some snipes going down. EMPs, he saves it for the EMPs. So smart. I don't know why the Zerg decided to morph those in there. They all died. They all took so much damage because they have such less health there. While they're morphing, throwing down a single infested Terran. Broodling splash damage from the tanks dealing some good damage to Marines. This is a really close game, guys. The Zerg is able to deny this 5th base, or actually 6th base, which is really crucial. And here come the Lings. Too little, too late. Without the Broodlords engaging with the Lings instantly go to their death. 3-3 Marines and siege tanks are pretty ruthless. We see a 23 kill siege tank, 25 kill siege tank, and a 26 kill siege tank. Each of these Vikings with over, well, 4, 3, 1, 2 kills. A lot of drones here. If we look at the unit counting station, we got 63 drones, 54 SCVs. This is a reasonable amount of drones and SCVs at this stage in the game. The Terran's going to want to start throwing down additional bases, getting more orbital commands, sacking some SCVs, relying more on mules as the fewer bases, as it goes longer and longer down to fewer bases. And here we go, the dropship coming up. We'll see how it fends off with these Lings and Infester here. There looks like there's enough defense. And another siege tank goes down. There's not many siege tanks left. Banelings are going to be pretty scary for this Terran player, even with those upgrades. Oh man, and those EMPs denying all of the fungals. But enough there to get another fungal down. Really thinning the Marine numbers. And these Broodlords continue to hammer away. There is not enough units here for Jinro. And for the first time in quite a while, we see Jinro's supply lower than the Zerg players, but it's mostly workers. Oh, it's actually even an army right now. And he takes out this gold base. Oh man, the Zerg really, I mean, he has enough gas right now, and Yeah, actually, that wasn't that bad for the Zerg. Not that big a deal. Broodlord's gonna do some good damage to these siege tanks, although they do escape. And if we look, these Broodlings, they have... Oh, I can't select it. It died too fast. But the Zerglings have the 3/3 upgrade, so that means these Broodlings have it as well. And, oh! Adrenal glands! Adrenal glands! Guess what they forgot? Guess what Hive Tech upgrade the Zerg forgot that's actually really important? Increases attack speed of Zerglings by 20%. Evolve Adrenal Glands. I don't even care. There's shit going down here. Who cares? He forgot his Adrenal Glands. Guess what is the most forgotten upgrade in the game? Adrenal Glands. That's right there. The most important forgotten upgrade. How do you expect to deal with the DPS of 3/3 Marines if your Zerglings don't have that? It's like a Zergling with Stim. 20% attack speed? What? That's amazing. I mean, the Zergs have to use so many units, too. Like, think about this. The Zerg has been using... I mean, he hasn't been using Roaches or Hydralisks or, you know, Mutalisks that much recently, but he's used a lot of his units throughout this game. Especially Zerglings, so... And we see these engagements just keep happening. Back and forth, back and forth. I don't see these siege tanks being able to deal enough damage. Oh, man. And the Queen gets up close. Queen's going to take out a siege tank. Oh, the Queen's attacking the wrong one! Oh, man. And now he's able to hammer these down. He could even pull these drones to finish this off, though. Oh, man, and he keeps target firing the stronger one. Oh, and he's not going to get it. Oh, finishes him off with drones, not before getting one more big hit. Oh, man, all of those drones in the red and orange. Huge possibility there. But these Zerglings, man, still being so annoying, able to take out so much. And he scans, takes them all out. And it looks like it's finally stabilizing in Terran's favor. A lot of drones dead, a lot of bases dead. This base is the only other base with minerals, and essentially the Zerg is down to on one base, while the Terran is... Jinro is getting his second up and still mining here, so he's about to double the economy of the Zerg. This is the crucial time for a Terran player to come back ahead. The Zerg is down to lower food counts, something around 100, 110. And the Terran, this is where a lot of Marines, doesn't matter what the Zerg has, you can remax, get your economy going with a lot of Marines, a lot of Ghosts, decent medevac, decent siege tank. This is where Terrans can win a game in a long macro situation. He's been whittling them down, he's been taking out bases, he's been denying this expo. The Zerg needs to get this expo back up. It's his only other possible base to mine. And a Terran has so much resilience with all these planetary fortresses. If the Zerg doesn't get that economic advantage, he's going to be in a world of hurt. And look at that beautiful fungal. Still not enough, even with the Zerglings there. Now imagine if he had had the adrenal glands. He would have killed that. If he had had his adrenal glands upgrade. Oh, let's see if he can get one more fungal off. Looks like Jinro's going to split up a little bit. Is he going to go for it? Oh, and he does. Although he's not going to have another fungal to lock it down. I think Jinro can get away. And Jinro escapes. Another drop going on here in the main, taking out Tech, taking out Baneling Nest. This is the nail in the coffin. 3/3 Marine drops at the 30 to 40 minute mark. Oh my god, 3/3 Marine drops are strong. Only thing stronger than 3/3 Marine. Oh, and he saves one Marine! Only thing stronger than 3/3 Marine drops is nuke drops. And nukes are a little bit more expensive too. And man, Jinro is looking really strong right now. Jinro is looking so strong right now.